I'm Pete Shao, and I am here, the RTO Show podcast, the award-winning #1 podcast in the RTO industry, and I'm here at RTO World 2026. What are we doing today? We're going to walk around and we're going to talk to the crowds that are happening to be here right now from all over the country and find out what their thoughts are on the show. Hey everyone, we are live here at RTO World 2026 West Palm Beach. We got the first run and gun here. I'm with Andrew Hyduke, platinum sponsor of the RTO World 2026 West Palm Beach. What do you got going on? What do you got to sell here?
We are a marketing production company, Pete. So all things print, apparel, promotional items, all the marketing stuff that you need to grow your store.
Look, guys, I'm going to tell you what. Andrew knows a lot about a lot. You guys need some deals. You need to stop over here. Let me tell you. So being a platinum sponsor, what is that like? I mean, what is it to be such a pillar on what's going on in RTO right now? Because there's a lot going on in RTO. How is it to be a pillar as a platinum sponsor?
So first off, when we commit to something, we believe in going all in. And we are so committed to this industry. Like I've told you jokingly, we've been doing this for over 30 years or since the late 1900s. And we've really evolved in RTO, but RTO is so much a part of what Vox is that if we're going to come in, we're going to do it all the way and support the industry all the way because this industry supports us. So APRO is such a great organization to work with. They really get behind us and promote us, but it's also a wonderful opportunity to get back out here and reconnect.
So quick question. We're in West Palm Beach now. What do you feel about Cleveland next year?
I'm excited about Cleveland because I've never been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
There you go.
And, that's I think that's going to be great. But if you look back at doing, whether it was Omaha or looking forward to Cleveland, I think, I don't know if I would go to Cleveland really for any other reason, but it's always a great opportunity to go see a new city.
And here I am, RTO World 2026 West Palm Beach with the triathlon. Listen, I just want to know before this is done, I got to see some push-ups in real life.
We can go right now.
We could do.
Let's just move the
could.
table out of the way.
I just don't want to embarrass myself. So with Charles Smitherman, CEO of APRO, here right now. Listen, we are like almost there. At the hour, we're going to have our live RTO Show podcast, award-winning podcast that might be. And I got to ask, Charles, it's always great to see everybody here. When we come in, you see all this. How hard is it to get this working? I know that you work behind the scenes. You do the push-ups. You make it look tireless, but there's a lot of work that goes into this.
No, I mean we will start Friday getting ready for 2027, and it is just a process. We're totally looking at how that we can get better. What did we do right? What did we do wrong? Where did we miss? What are some opportunities of just improving? And and I think we're doing that every year. We're just getting a little bit better. We're trying new ideas. Some things work. Lots of things work. Some things don't. That's fine. That's right. What we're here for. So,
well, listen, if you guys like what's going on, let me know. If you don't like it, bring up Charles and he'll tell you what's going on. So we have this left, but this is not the end. We also have the show tonight. What is it? The experience party tonight? We can't have a live camera over there. Just so you guys know, you guys can't see that. You're going to hear about it. You'll see some still pics, but we got to keep some secret. So as we have everybody coming around, what are some of the new vendors? What are some of the new dealers? Who's new around here, and who should we see? Who should we go?
We've got a lot. That's the great thing about this show is that it's a great way for people to come into the industry, to test it out, see if what they have is a fit for it, and then you get committed to it. So that's one of the great things I love about this. We've got a lot of new ones here, some new service providers, lots of products out here. So it's always fun to walk around here and see what's out there and what's coming next.
So we said that we're going to start on 2027 on Friday, which is coming up. Is there an educational session that's coming up that you would like to see? I know that you guys are always involved in that, but is there anything that's coming up that you hear about and you say, you know what, that's probably something that we might run into in 2027?
The basic stuff everything comes out of is rent and collect. It's always rent and collect. That's always going to be a part of it. If you had said, let's do an AI session 2 years ago, you probably would have gotten crickets and blank stares. The AI sessions we did yesterday, mine was one of them, standing room only. So, I mean, I cannot imagine AI will not be part of the conversation, and it might not be a major part of the conversation of how that as buying habits change, as the way that we obtain knowledge and information changes, we've got to be ready for it and adapt to it. So
That's
I think
right.
that's going to be a core part of it.
I think that, getting everybody together is also a good time to talk about LegCon that's going to be coming up April next year. It's already set. We got dates. And listen, if you guys want to advocate, just like you want to come in here, see what's going on, listen, you can't get better than this. This is literally the heart of the industry right here, doing push-ups on stage. You can't miss it. Charles, if you wanted somebody to see one thing, they're coming in here today, if there's one thing that you wanted to get out of RTO World 2026 here in West Palm Beach, what would that be?
What I love about it is just you can walk through here and just feel the sense of community of this place. And I think that's what's so unique and so special about this industry. It's unlike any other. And I think you can feel it just walking through here. People are friends. People look forward to this and coming to. We learn, we do education, we do all this, and we have a lot of good times to network, to spend time with each other. And people genuinely look forward to that and enjoy it. So that's the magical part of it. You could sense it just being out here right now.
Now, normally I'd ask Charles what his favorite book is. We're not going to ask that today. We're just going to say, guys, the RTO Revolution is coming out in audiobook form very soon. But until then, make sure you grab the paperback copy so that we can find out all about this wonderful business. And make sure when you get a chance, you listen to the episodes happening here at the RTO Show podcast, which is an award-winning podcast. We'll see you soon. Now, Hot Mic, RTO World 2026. We're at a new vendor right now, and I'm going to let him introduce himself and what he's got going on, because I feel like I'm back in heaven. This is like 1986 all over again. This is where I would be if I was back then. So what do you got going on?
It is. My name is Cameron. I'm with Dream Gear Company. This is my arcade lineup. We've been in the video game business since 1989, as
Wow.
you said. Yeah, so we're bringing all the good licenses back. We have licenses with Tetris, Sonic, Pac-Man, Galaga, all the good old games, old is new. Single games, we have some of the items that are loaded with 200 or 300 games, so anybody can. You don't have to wait for downloading or anything. You just like the old days.
This is the
You
good
turn them
stuff.
on and
This is
you
the good
pop it
stuff.
in.
Here, listen, I just remember that back then I had to throw in a quarter and then all of a sudden I could play. So you don't need a quarter for any of this.
No.
But you guys need to check this guy out. Listen,
Thank
if
you.
they wanted to reach out to you, how would they get to you?
You can go to www.myarcadegaming.com or dreamgear.com. We'll send you all the information that you need.
So one last question. How do you feel about RTO 2026? This is your first year.
This is our first
How are you
year.
taking it?
Will certainly not be the last one. This is beautiful. It's a great show. It is a different market. People are like a family here. I've never been to a show that everybody knows everybody.
That's it.
This is wonderful.
Well,
I
just so
love
you're
this.
aware, you are on the #1 award-winning podcast of the RTO
I love it.
Show.
I love it. Thank
Hey,
you.
it's
Thank
so
you
good
for
to see
having
you.
us. I
Well,
appreciate that.
we'll see you next
Thank
time.
you. Absolutely.
We are at the Nectova booth at RTO World 2026. And this one is going to be a little different because we got family here, okay? We've got legendary Dennis Rosen here, who's come back literally just to see if you guys are going to get some gaming systems. So, my man Dennis, how are you doing and how has it been?
I'm doing good. I'm retired for 2.5 years. So many people I've seen. I miss it.
It's great.
Really, it's phenomenal.
Okay, so I got to know from legend to son how much got passed down. Is he doing a good job? Is he doing a good job?
I'm in the
Definitely
RTO
passed
for
down the
29
gray hair.
years. Okay, 29 years. Brian picked it up pretty fast, and he's doing phenomenal.
He is doing phenomenal. Listen,
Yeah.
you guys need to come by the booth. Come see Brian.
Stop
I want
by.
to know, okay, what has been the hottest buy till to date this year in 2026?
PS5, I would say, is going to be the #1 seller. Unfortunately, the gaming industry is also now being hit, but with the chip shortages and the data centers and everything like that. So, the long story short, the product availability, they just can't make it fast enough, and we all know the customers want it. So we're doing our best to secure as many as possible to supply for rent to own. We had 2,000 at the Hot Show, and you guys took all of them. So thank you.
We killed it at the hot show.
was-
We can't complain. We can't complain. Dennis, okay, so the hottest thing has been PS5. We are sold out. What's going to be the hottest item for Q4 that we can get this guy involved in?
Oh wow.
Are we sticking with PlayStation 5s or are we going to go with something different?
Well, you might see a PS6, right? Or
PS6 will be later.
Okay.
Are we going into quiet territory? Are we going into quiet territory now? What's going on?
All right. So, one of the things I would love to provide, and I'm trying to get answers and looking decent, we might be able to get more Xbox soon.
Okay.
So, that is the coveted item right now that nobody has. Everyone's looking for. Hopefully, soon we will have those for you.
Gaming has become such a big part of the rent-to-own.
You know what? All I can see is Dennis in the basement playing some games. Guys, if you guys need some stuff, come down to Nectoba, check them out, and we'll see you at the next RTO World 2026. So we're walking around, and I've got two of the best guys from Magic right here. Listen, legends in their own right. He won't say anything. Pat right here is not going to say it, but Pat Hartman is a legend. The sales guru, my man here. Joe Luxick, listen, guys, what are you guys seeing here in 2026? What are you seeing? What's the heartbeat of RTO World right now?
I think what we're really seeing right now is we're looking at opportunities for growth. We're talking about costs going up. That's something we can't control. But what we can control is how do we market to our customers and make sure that they understand we are a better price option for them when they can't just buy it out retail, especially with those challenges going on right now.
Yeah, and obviously we're so close at the beginning stages of this walkthrough here, and it just, you're seeing so much tremendous product. The changes year in, year out that you see, and the values we can bring to our customers being at a show like this is tremendous. So just really looking to find, what's going to put us over and get us that extra percentages that we need for fourth quarter. So
Two quick questions I want to ask. Number one, in your opinion, what is the hottest selling item right now that we need to get for Q4?
Well, we talked a lot about gaming earlier this morning, and O'Rourke did a nice job kind of putting that on. And it's how do you maximize that market, right? I think it's still untapped. I mean, it's still a market that we feel like we have opportunities to grow in. So I think that's probably something, and maybe some extra furniture.
Yeah, I think one of the items that we just bought was over at Soundstage. So they had this killer entertainment stand and sound bar, and it's the same sound technology they're using in their furniture.
Okay.
It sounds amazing. It was $169 cost for the entertainment stand, the sound bar, and the sub. And we're going to combo that with a TV and some other things. So it's going to help us grow our weekly expected with a great opening price point item.
Killer. So, second question. If you were holding an educational session in RTO World 2027, what would you talk about?
How to close the gap between what the customer needs and what they want.
Oh, he's getting so deep. He's getting deep. And listen, we're going to have questions like that going around all day, and we'll see you at RTO World 2026. Hey, guys, I'm with a vendor here that has been doing rent-to-own 4 years, and nobody supplies the RTO World better than RES. How are we doing today, Kimberly?
Great. How are you doing? Thank you so much.
Excellent. What do we have today that somebody would say, you know what, RES has got me taken care of. There's something that I need, and they're the ones that got it.
Well, we got your washer hoses, which were in the hot show yesterday. We got your mattress encasements. And then once you come to the booth, people are adding Serifab, your range and dryer cords, and down to your venting.
Wow. Okay, so help me out here.
Yes.
What is something new that RES has for this year, or something that's going to be coming up that's new for 2027?
I think new for this year is that I'm the new owner of RES as of January 1st.
We're dealing with the owner, guys, right here.
We're dealing with the owner, brand
right.
new this year. So this is my second RTO show as being the owner of RES.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And now we know. Now you know when you come to see, check her out.
Yeah, exactly. So I think this year for us was a discovery year of what does RES do good and what can we do better for next year. So as of new things coming in, we're not focusing on that now because we want to focus on what we know, what we can grow off of that, and then next year will be some new things that we're going to try to put into the works to service the industry better.
Something that I saw for 2027, guys, take a look. We're talking about a proud supporter of the Trib Retreat. They look like they're going someplace sunny and lovely. That looks like the Sandals Resort. If you need to go to get something, come here because you might get two things out of it. Joseph over there, how are we doing today, man? Everything good?
Yeah, fantastic, man.
All right.
Still a lot of encasements and cords.
Listen, encasements are hot. I will tell you guys right now, if you're not in encasements, you need to be. That's the hottest item coming around. Kimberly, if there's one thing that you want to leave everybody with, what is that?
Well, also, if you're buying encasements, that goes towards us giving you a rebate for the trip. So any encasements bought from today's show to the end of this year, you will get a 2% rebate of those encasement sales to help with your funding of the trip.
Spectacular. I'm buying some cases, guys, and you should too at RTO World 2026.
Thank you.
Walking around RTO World 2026 West Palm Beach, and I come across AJ Arthas. Now he's doing two things, R&R and errands, and right now it looks like he was buying a nice stereo setup for his guys. AJ, walking around, what are some of the great things that you've seen here? What are some of the good buys that you say I need to have on the showrooms come Q4 2026?
There's so many categories. I mean, we go from speakers to living room furniture, bedroom furniture, accessories and supplies that we need, for the appliances and things, and the electronics. I mean, it's all over the place. It's the hot show specials, the smoking hot deals. It's a great time to buy and pass those savings on to your customer and have a great fourth quarter.
So I got to know, you've been doing RTO on both sides, but we're here now. What's something that you would love to see that's not here right now in the halls of RTO World as you're walking around? What do we not have that we should have?
Oh my gosh, that's a tough one. Now, you put me on the spot now. I don't. I'd like to see some wall art for my errand stores. Picture frames and things of that nature to dress up the stores. Our customers ask for that some.
Classy art, we're looking at you right now.
Classy
we don't
art.
see you here. Where are you? I've got people literally asking for the deal. So we got some artworks that we need. How is the rent-to-own world right now as far as we're looking at Q4? What are Q4 predictions?
Well, I think it's going to be really good. I think gaming is going to be really big, and so we're looking forward to that. And there's a lot of price increases right now, so I think more customers may need our transactions. So we're hoping for big things.
And I'm here with Matt Radecki. Now listen, Hometown has been on the way up, and I wanted to get their take on RTO World 2026. I see you standing in the booth. Matt, what is it here that drew your attention?
Man, I love the NavAir guys. I love the e-bikes that they have coming out now. I love Stream TV. Some really great deals going on, and these guys are expanding, so we're just stopping by to say hello and check them out.
Supporting our dealers is what we do here. Now, I'm going to ask you a little bit about RTO World 2026. Education session. Which one did you like the most?
Man, there was some really great sessions. I always love Tisset Talk. I take so much value back from that. We went to a regional managers one, just kind of spitballed some ideas around the round table meetings with Dan Fisher. Just some really great ideas. And, if you can take one or two things back, maybe you're doing some of those things already in your stores, but really great ideas. And some things, we lost along the way that we used to practice, kind of forgot about, and it just kind of, recharges you and gives you that positive perspective going back into your stores.
So, from a higher point of view,
I'm going to shrink down here.
When you go back to Hometown, I know that you brought the crew, right? You got the crew, and they came with you. When you guys go back, how do you get that information back to your guys?
Well, great question. So Chris has a card on the back of his phone. It automatically uploads any notes taken, summarizes it. We get that information out via email, and then we're following up with phone calls. We're talking about it. But it's how the message is delivered. If you go in and you're just kind of slumped down and, hey, it was a great time, versus bringing that energy, I think that's a huge impact on your teams on how that message is delivered.
Absolutely. Now, you brought the guys with you. For anybody that hasn't come yet, right, you've had the opportunity not only to come, but bring people with you, show them what this career and this business, this industry is about. What would you say to somebody that hasn't come or should have the ability maybe to bring somebody, but they're on the edge?
Do it. It is the most valuable thing that we can do, is educate our people on how to do better. Look at different perspectives, learn something, take something back. We never stop learning. Once we stop learning, we stop growing.
Stopping somebody else here from Hometown, because listen, RTO World 2026, you got to be a part of, here with Chris Posey. Listen, Chris, you're part of the operations, the heart of what happens at Hometown. What do you get out of RTO World when you're here?
The camaraderie, guys, is great. Just seeing all the vendors and seeing all the other dealers in the company, and the classes are phenomenal. I take a little bit of everything from each class. Just learning to see the policies and the procedures from the other stores is great.
So you love the educational part of what's going on here?
Yep, the educational part of it is phenomenal.
Excellent. So I got a trick question for you.
Sure.
You're down here for that, but if you had to run the educational section of what RTO World does, what is one thing that you would love to learn about that you haven't learned quite yet?
Staffing seems to be a major problem, so I think I would like to learn a little bit more on what people are doing in the industry to keep the staffing. Those entry-level guys, I think, is something that I would like to just learn more of and pick the brains of some other people.
Okay. Small poll. If you had a place, a city, to plant RTO World 2030, 2031, what city would that be?
Nashville.
Nashville, we're coming for you. Chris, I really appreciate your time, man. Good to see you, man. Stopping by some of our vendors here, and I'm here with Tom Murphy. Listen, if you haven't heard of
Capital
Concierges, you got to get it right.
With an S, because there's more of it.
Because listen, Tom is part of a group that's here to help you. But listen, I got something I've never heard of before in my life that really stood out to me. And that was a dollar bill sitting right there on the table. Can you tell me, what's the deal with the dollar bill?
Well, I have dollar bills here on the floor and on my table. And basically what I do is it's for attention, right, to attract people. But there's a girl right across the way with koozies on her, beer koozies or whatever on her table. I'm sure they probably cost at least $1. This way it's an attention getter. So I hand this to somebody walking by and I give them the dollar bill. And they're like, why are you giving me a dollar bill? But on the back of the dollar bill is my business card. So I say that's the first dollar you're going to get from me. I'm in the capital business. I help SBA loans, lines of credit, commercial real estate, purchase, charge off, rent to own accounts, whatever it is. I'm in the money business. So when I give them the dollar, that's the first dollar you're going to get from me.
Well, listen, if you guys need money issues that you have there, he's going to help you take care of it. Come on down to the booth and make sure that you give him a little love. I want to know real quick, if I was to open a business, if I was to close a business, if I was to do anything, do I get a hold of you directly? And if I did, how would I get a hold of you?
Well, you can always call the 800 number that we've got, my personal cell phone, 813-220-1115. Email address, tmurphy@capitalconcierge.com. I'm here to serve, okay? My tagline is, I'm at your financial services.
I'm with Shirley here, and it takes two to tango. Well, if you come down to Tango, you're going to find her. What are they going to find here, and what does Tango do?
We're a full-service marketing and advertising agency, and so we support rental retailers with their direct mail, their websites, streaming audio, anything that they need to talk to their consumers in their market.
So Tango's about talking. So if we were to say, what is the number one thing that you would say that Tango does that they take advantage of here at RTO World 2026?
Well, the one thing that they could take advantage of today is we just launched streaming audio. So you think about consumers that get in their cars, nobody's listening to terrestrial radio anymore. So now we are targeting consumers based off of what they're listening to, based off of demographics that match that RTO store's location.
Tango is coming to you right where you live. Guys, if you want to get something different, I haven't heard that yet, come down to the Tango booth, talk to them, talk to Shirley. She's going to hook you up. I want to know, how long has Tango been doing RTO World as a part of APRO?
As a part of APRO, probably 3 years. I came from a previous company that I was part of APRO before that, so I've been doing it for probably about 8 years.
So she's a vet, guys, not new to the game. And if you want to talk to her, come down to this booth now at RTO World 2026. I am here with Mike Heltner. Listen, this guy's been doing rent to own longer than anybody I know. He's making sure that your financials are on point. Now, if you guys were to come here, you might get one of these great hats, but more importantly, you get great service. Mike, how's everything going today?
It's going well. It's a great show so far.
So what's new in the world of finance for 2026 or is coming in 2027?
In this business, not a lot's changed this year in the tax world. You know, as you know, we've met and a lot changed for last year. That's still getting impacted. A lot changed for last year. You know, the economics of this year, I feel people are feeling a little bit, and you know, the dealers I'm talking to, it seems to be across the board pretty consistent. So we're trying to figure things out, you know, how to process things using AI and different processes operationally. But from my perspective, how we're getting the information is starting to improve as well. You know, different financial systems and financial statements and processing, and you know, it's good though. I mean, business is very well. This industry is going to be strong forever, and that's why we keep showing up, because we believe in it.
That's it. RGCO has been taking care of the RTO industry for years. So if we were to say real quick, what is a piece of advice that you can give somebody who's kind of going through it, 2026 year, you're trying to tighten the belt. What's some advice that you can give from a CPA point of view?
Well, definitely don't decrease accounting fees.
Don't cut out P&L to the P&L on accounting.
Nah, look, it comes down to cash flow, like you're asking. You know, you have to be in the numbers. You have to pay attention to your numbers and look and see where's your waste. It might not be the same answer for everybody. You know, I've had clients that have evaluated their store leases and downsized number of stores, unfortunately, merged stores. You know, payroll is one that creeps up really quick, you know, overtime and things like that. So looking at those type of things and just getting a little bit more granular into the numbers, you know, you can come to shows like this and learn a lot about marketing and new software, POS systems and things like that, how to use that stuff more efficiently too, so you're spending less time.
Well,
so there's a different thing for everybody to look at, but you just got to be in the numbers and know your numbers. I've always said that, Pete.
Yeah, listen, these guys, nobody knows numbers better than RG Co. and Mike Helton and crew. What would you say, real quick, has been a differentiator between RTO World 2026 and ones in the past? Was it the push-up contest? I just want to know. Were you voting? Which way did you vote? It better not be for the American Ninja Warrior. I'm just saying.
It was not. It's always for Charles. Charles is a great leader of this industry. He was a great hire for A-Pro, and I always enjoy being around him, obviously. This show, you know, the coastal shows are always a little bit different than the Midwest shows, right? I mean, it's
true.
just they've got a different vibe. There's different things going on, a lot of excitement around the town and things like that. But right now, I mean, as far as this show goes so far, it's been great. You know, I've been very happy with it. West Palm seems to be a great location for everybody. People like coming here.
Agreed.
It's a little hot right now. That'll keep them indoors and in the convention hall. That's what we're hoping for.
Hey guys, welcome to RTO World 2026. I am here at the Buddy's Home Furnishings booth with Mitchell Lee, and he's not going to sell you all kinds of things. He's going to sell you a franchise. What have we got going on at 2026 RTO World?
Oh, Pete, I love you for that. Yes, my name's Mitchell Lee. I'm head of franchise development for Buddy's Home Furnishings. Now here we focus on looking at independent owners, bringing them into our system, whether they want to convert, expand, or sell. We're here for them, whether you want to acquire, whether you want to grow with them, or pass the opportunity along to our franchisees. So that's why we're here at RTO World.
So I've heard that Buddy's has a lot going on as far as growth. There's a lot of good mindset going into 2027. And now we have a couple of dealers right now that are dealing with what's going on in the market. 2026 has been a little rough. And we do have some dealers looking to get out. Is Buddy's a great way to make that happen?
Yes, yes, yes. So first off, we have new ownership this year, which we're excited about. Skyline Investors came in and purchased us at the start of the year. So very excited about that. They've done quite a few things that's worth talking about off camera that we're excited about. But number one, they're listening to franchisees. They're making changes already within the first 6 months, but also coming down the pipeline, starting to boot up franchise development again on the new sales side. But the biggest thing has been acquisition. We've been able to broker deals with external prospects that come in and buy out internal franchisees that are ready to retire. We've now been franchising for 17 years, so people are starting to ready to retire. Yep. So we've been able to bring in new prospects that have RTO experience, pair them up with investors, and look to already start with cash flow, whether it's 2 stores, 4 stores, and now look to grow, whether it's, again, acquiring other rent-to-own stores or look to build new stores.
So I would tell you that Mitchell's got this locked down. And I hear he's been trying to podcast. So you guys need to watch out for this guy. But I would tell you, if you're doing anything right now, RTO World 2026, come on down and see the booth. Even if you're not ready to sell right now, it might be something that you want to do in the future, or you might want to grow, and he's going to tell you how to do it. Thanks, Mitchell. I appreciate your time, and we'll see you later.
Absolutely. Thank you.
See you in 26. I'm here with another legend. Now, Dennis Hanna's been doing this a long time. He's with Full of Pep. I got David right over there. He's looking right at us now. There he is. And listen, these guys have been walking the halls of RTO World since it happened and many, many, many years before. So I got a question, Dennis. You've seen every single RTO World. What is different about this one?
What is different about this one?
If you mention a push-up contest, that's it, I'm out.
That is different. It is so organized, so well structured that it's kind of amazing. I mean, they've always been good, but it sticks to the schedule. Things don't run over. Everything's efficient. I really like the fact that we switched the awards banquet to a luncheon. We used to come to the awards banquet at the last night of the show, and it would last for 5 hours. There would be bands, everyone would give a speech, and it was good to recognize everyone. It's great to recognize everyone, but it is so nice the way it's structured. Charles, with what he's done with the structure of the entire industry, our organization has been nothing but godsend.
Charles, we're getting some kudos from a legend here. Tell them, how long have you been doing the RTO business?
I've been in the RTO business for 45 years. I've been with this company for 49 years. I started 4 years before the owner, before David came. We had a one-man appliance store in Bloomington, Indiana. Started out of high school, worked on TVs, I was the parts manager at 19. Jim bought the company. We decided to go in the rental business. So we've been in the business 45 years. I've been here 45 years.
So you've been to everyone. You've been in the business as long as David, even longer.
Same. Yeah, we started basically the same time.
What would you say if you were doing RTO World? I got a little thing going on. What city would you love to see it land in?
Well, I like to go to different cities because we've been to so many. I like the Midwest because anything in the Midwest, and we've had 2 shows in Indianapolis, Louisville, St. Louis, anything that's in the Midwest, we're able to bring all of our managers and we take them all to us. So we'll bring 50 people, 55 people. So that's always a plus.
Dennis, I'm glad you said that because that was going to lead into my final question. What would you say to the people who haven't brought their crews yet? Is it a game changer when you bring your crews to RTO World for the first time?
Absolutely. It makes them feel like they're part of the industry. It makes them feel like they have input on buying product. The educational part, you can't beat the educational part. And them sitting in the meetings, they pick up so many tips and so much information. And we take it back to them, but it means more to them coming from other people in the industry and seeing that this is not just a local store in their little town. It's an industry. It's nationwide, and they're part of something bigger than just them.
I am currently with Wonder, Casper Fopp. They've done an amazing change to go and advance in the future. There are so many things happening right here with Wonder, and I've got the right guy here to tell us all about it. What's going on, Casper? How you been?
I'm fantastic. Thank you. How are you?
Dude, I see things. I see Mike Hayes over there. I've seen you guys. I've seen some presentations. It's killer. Why don't we tell them what you have going on right now?
Do you know what's funny? Remember the RTO Show podcast?
You guys remember that? What happened to Wonder Sign? This is what happened to it. This is Wonder 2.0 and where they've gone.
Yeah, and we announced it on your show for the first time.
We did.
Right?
That's it.
We absolutely did. So, I mean, we're thrilled to be here. We're thrilled to be back, right? We said we're going to make a comeback. Here we are. Here's the comeback. So we changed the name. We're Wonder, not Wonder Sign anymore.
Right.
So the sign is still there, the sign component. So we still have the kiosk. We still have the endless aisle. But we're also going into mobile apps. So we launched a mobile app for incentives and for training, right? So that's something that is very important in the industry is you have associates in the store. They might not be trained on every single aspect and every nook and cranny of the product. So that's something that we're doing. And then we also incentivize them because it's clear, right? Anybody knows that has the sales background like you do. The incentive is what drives the outcome. It drives the behavior, right? So we're incentivizing RSAs. We call them RSAs, the retail sales associates. In this case, it's not retail. It's just sales associates. But we incentivize the associates to learn about the product, short videos, short content. We have some additional industry content in the app as well from the RTO show.
That's right. Listen,
A-Pro.
you guys want something unique, you're only going to see it there. Snippets of what the RTO show is going to show you, and you can't find it anywhere else except on Wonder. So as we've grown into this, you've made a comeback, you've made a change. Wonder is now so far ahead of where it used to be. What do we see going on for 2027 as far as Wonder is concerned?
Well, I mean, AI is in everybody's mouth, right? Everybody's talking about AI. That's the big thing. So in our case, there's a couple things. So the first thing that we do is we call it semantic search. So the ability to talk to the systems, regardless where they are, if it's an app or a kiosk or a desktop or a website, and just describe what you're looking for and say, hey, I'm looking for like an earth tone sectional that reclines and seats 3 people. That's not a keyword search, right? That's a semantic search.
Right.
So
Right.
semantic search is something that we've launched, and now we're improving it. We're making it better. The second one, which I'm super excited about, is reverse image search.
Oh,
So people coming into the store basically saying, "Hey, do you have something like this? I found this on Pinterest, or I saw this in a TV show, or my neighbor has it, or do you have something like this?"
Keeping up with the Joneses, this is how you do it.
There you go. I mean, that's very important. And then the application runs a reverse image search, finds the matching item, and it's really good. Even if the angle is different, even if, the colors are a little different.
So we don't have to be really, really great picture takers
Correct.
like I am not. We could just literally go over there, snap a picture.
That's it.
And we can find it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we find the matching piece, it shows the matching piece. If we can't find a matching piece, we can show you similar pieces. Because look around. Product look similar,
That's
right?
right.
There's
That's
a lot
right.
of similar styles. So if you don't have the exact match, we can give you something that looks like it, right? And then obviously everything is tied back to our catalog system, so everything is specific to the account. So if you carry the line, we show the line. We don't show something that you're not able to buy, right? That's really what it is.
That is super important.
Yeah.
So, real quick, you've been doing this. You have this transition. Now, Wonder is here right now. And guess where we are, guys? Back at RTO World 2026. Has APRO really helped play a role? Has RTO World helped play a role in the success of Wonder and where it's going?
Yeah, and I mean, I wasn't joking. The RTO show has been the launch, the stage that we needed to launch
It has.
this, right? No, to really put the word out there, because there's a lot of we actually never talked about this, so I never told you that. But we had a lot of people reach out to us, to me personally, after seeing the show or hearing the show.
Absolutely amazing.
They're like, "Hey, I heard about I watched the podcast. So what's going on? Tell me more." And that was really the big bang that we needed to get out there. RTO World, absolutely, of course, is table stakes. You have to be here. This is where the industry is coming together.
That's it.
And we're here together with our parent company, GigaCloud. GigaCloud is a marketplace. They have over 30 warehouses across the U.S., 70,000 SKUs. It's all forward positioned from factories from all over the world, right? So the factories own the product. It sits here in the U.S. physically, and dealers then can have access. They have access to onesie, twosie items, no minimum order quantities.
Wow.
If you need, we have people come up and say, "Hey, what about this? This treadmill, or the ride-on scooter, or like the stuff that." Dealers right now have to go to Walmart or have to go to Amazon and source it there for retail.
Right.
Why wouldn't you buy it wholesale? Right?
That's
or
it.
The Hello Kitty gaming chair. There's a PlayStation launch around the corner, right? So those are some of the SKUs that you don't normally carry, and you can display them on an endless aisle, and then you can order them from this cloud. Basically, you download the product from the cloud. That's the idea behind GigaCloud. So that's part of our offering here to the dealers, and I'm just excited for 2027.
Well, listen, if you guys want to know more about what's going on here, you don't have to wonder anymore. Come down to the Wonder booth and talk to Casper Fopp. He's going to take care of you. My case is over there. Listen, you guys know these names from being huge in the industry 4 years. They're not going to let you down. They're going to take care of you here at RTO World 2026. So, another legend. We actually bumped into Michael Bennett from Buddy's Home Furnishings. Remember, we have a lot going on at Buddy's Home Furnishings, especially being one of the people that ran the show for a while as president of APRO. Now, we've taken a step back, concentrating total on Buddy's, right?
Absolutely, Pete.
So, when you come to these shows, what are you looking for? What out here on the floor sets your radar off?
Well, there's a lot of independents that are out here at the RTO World, right? And so you always going to find maybe a new vendor like Revo. I'm looking at talking to Ennis over here about his software platform. I have a platform that we use, but I've known Ennis a long time and very excited about his energy behind his product, and just being able to talk to people who are excited about our industry gets you excited about your industry.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's what I love about RTO World is you get to meet so many new people and even some old friends that are on new projects.
Well, walking around and seeing everybody that we have here, it is great seeing our news. It's great seeing the ones that support us. I got to know, educational sessions. What was your favorite educational session this year?
I think it was that Big Ass. I'm sorry. What was it? It was called Big Ass Profit or something?
It was. Yes.
Mark did it?
It literally was.
It really was. Yeah. I think that was my favorite because the panelists were all people with 2 million, I think 2 million or more, up over 4 million. And people say the industry, is it struggling? No, the industry is doing great.
I would tell you now, they're going to be the ones that are arguing with you. If you're not making that type of revenue, you got to do things like come down to RTO World and learn from the people who are doing it, getting ahead of it, and making the most of the economy that we're in. Because listen, rent to own is here to stay. So, Mike, I know that I've asked you this before.
Yes, Pete.
But you're going to be the first time here asking you live, give me another book recommendation.
Oh, come on, Pete. You know, I'm a little into it. It's so do you know the American Franchise Academy?
Yes.
It's a shameless plug for them. Aisha Bascaro runs that, and I met her through IFA, where I got my CFE, and she came out and did an hour session with our team during our show, Buddy Show, 2 weeks ago, and everybody loved her. And she's got a book out that is all about franchising, and so I'm into that book. That's where I'm at now. But I'm not fully through the book, but teaches a lot about leadership. I'll let you know. If it's a good book, I'll give you the recommendation. I know you're all about those books.
We're waiting about it so that later on we're gonna give you that recommendation. Now, last thing I would say is, if somebody's new to this, now you've seen it on both sides. You've seen it from the company side. You've seen it from being on the board. If somebody is coming to RTO World, what are some advantages? What are some takeaways that they should be when they come into RTO World? What are they looking to do? Is it the educational? Is it the expo? How do they take advantage most of RTO World 26?
You know, I think there's a little bit of everything. I mean, first of all, just the networking opportunity with the talent that's in this room.
Absolutely.
And the talent is not just in the rent-own operators; it's in the vendors, right? I mean, you can learn a lot from the inventory vendors, the non-inventory vendors. There's a lot going on. I was pulled aside by a gentleman who is on the Arizona Rental Dealers Association, and they're dealing with something in their state. And he's like, "Hey, we need buddies on the board." I'm like, "Well, we have 2 stores in that state, but I mean that means we got a foot in the door, right?"
That's right.
So I think you can get it from all angles, and you know, there's a lot of classes that you can take to level up. There's a lot of talent in those rooms as well. And what I like about them is it's not you're going in and you're hearing somebody talk, but there's a lot of back and forth. You can ask questions and really get your answers on those questions. So come ready, come prepared, have a good time. Yes, you know, do the social stuff in the evenings. But for the most part, you know, be a part of this show and talk to as many people as you can. You're going to learn a lot.
I agree. So whether you're coming for education, whether you're coming for product, or whether you're coming for network, you might want to come down and see Mike and everybody else at Buddy's Home Furnishings here at RTO World 26, and make sure that when you come in, you come ready to grow.
Let's do it.
Hey guys, coming at you from RTO World 26 with probably one of the best sellers of the show. And you guys know what I'm talking about. This bad boy is comfortable, easy to take care of, and sells like crazy. And you know who has that? My guy Brandon over here. He's going to tell you all about it. But first, how comfortable is this thing, man? Is it comfortable?
I mean, it's comfortable enough for both of us to be sitting here. So
2 people right here, right now. You couldn't get past this. You just cannot get past this. Brandon, how's everything going right now?
It's going good. Show's going good.
So if you were to say this is like the thing that pulls people in, am I exaggerating or no?
Yeah, but it's not for the factor of because it's the black cord. But everyone says, "Is that boneless?" And they come and try it out, and they're decently surprised.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I've been surprised. I fit with this guy, no problem. So talking about RTO World 2026, what are some of the new things that you have coming into this show?
So one big focus we have this show is our bed that you see just to the right of us here. What we're doing a lot now is integrating sound into a lot of our furniture, but trying to find more cohesive ways to implement that so that way it's not just like out there, you know, where it doesn't make sense. But, you know, within the bed, for someone like me, I love listening to, like, you know, podcasts or just anything while I go to sleep.
If you're interested in Brandon, he loves smooth jazz in the bed. You guys got to understand.
I do like jazz.
As we go through these booths, you're going to see very unique items. Whether it's a sound bar in the bed or whether it's one of the hottest selling items of the show, That's what you're going to find at RTO World 2026. You're going to find great guys like Brandon over here who knows how to show something and say, listen, if you can get in this with me, you can get in this with anybody. Brandon, what's one deal that if they came down here right now, what is one deal that they just couldn't pass up from your booth?
Well, it would be our TV consoles, our TV bundles.
Come and see the TV stands. He says it's the best deal in the house. If you don't come for the TV stand, at least come cuddle over here in the booth with my man, Brandon. So we're here, RTO World 2026 with Wow Brands. And the author himself right here decided to walk up as we come to the booth. Ryan Krass, CEO, CTO, and everything else in between. How's it going, man? The show has been phenomenal. What have you guys been getting out of it so far?
We've had an amazing time talking to our customers, meeting new people, and talking about rent-to-own nonstop for 3 days.
So Ryan's not afraid to bring the squad. As we have right here, he brought everybody involved. So let's kind of go down and see who we have here.
Hi, I'm Laura.
I'm Alex. Anthony. Hey, Marcus.
Now, listen, I'm sure a lot of you know who Marcus is, but the rest of these guys, I just saw on video as the award-winning Wow Brands got recognized on stage for doing what they do. Guys, all together, real quick, now that I have you all here, I just want to know, when's the Emmy coming? When's the Grammy coming? Who gets the award for it?
We're going for EGOT.
We're going for the EGOT.
We got to get that Emmy first. That Grammy
You know, you got to keep ahead. So if anybody was to come down to the booth, what would you say is the #1 seller of Wow Brands right now? What are you guys killing it with in 2026?
I'd say our technology solutions are #1 product that we have. Our CRM system connects to our website, connects to all the digital work that we do to drive leads, create leads for our customers. And when our customers use that CRM, it's a true game changer. So once they use the tool that we provided, they're closing more agreements, signing more people up. And in 2027, we're rolling out a whole new version of that CRM where we're going to be able to do all sorts of sweet stuff like scheduling deliveries, scheduling service, customer-facing apps, employee-facing apps. It's going to be powered by a sweet AI agent that's going to help all of our dealers operate more efficiently and effectively. So really big things coming from Wow Brands in 2027. Come see us so we can start to show you some demos.
I tell you what, the two biggest letters right now is A and I. And as I come back, Ryan, I just want to know, I read the book from cover to cover. What a book. You guys made me read quite a bit.
That's a lot of reading.
A lot of book right
There's
there.
a lot of citations from Charles in there.
So right now, as we're sitting here, RTO World 2026, what is something that somebody should take away coming down, right? Let's say they've never been here. What is something you say that they should take away from RTO World 26?
The #1 thing that's going to determine whether or not you rank and show up in AI is, do you have good reviews and do you have good information? You do those two things, you will be successful. You don't exist.
So guys, back here at the Buddies booth at RTO World 26, because I ran into the spectacular Jerry Marshall. Listen, he's got stores himself. Jerry, when you come down to RTO World 2026, what do you love to see? What brings you back year after year?
So a lot of it's the people, Pete. You know, we come to these things and the camaraderie with meeting people, learning about the business, getting reinvigorated, excited about the business because you just hear some nuggets that you can take back, that you can motivate and share with the team. And then other than that, you know, we're here to buy some inventory.
That's
right?
it.
So that's the life of the business, is having product.
You know, I come around and I see some amazing things out there. What is the Jerry Marshall pick of the RTO World 26 as they have item that you just need to buy for Q4?
Oh man, I would say, you know, when I learned it, is gaming computers, man. You know, that's the thing, is gaming desktop computers. Leopard Mobility over there has some, Aurora has some, so it's a lot of good products in that category.
I could see him as a lowball gamer. If you guys don't know it, you're probably going to see him online. Jay, if you had a chance, because you come here every year, you see a lot of different things. Is there anything that you think that we don't see at RTO World that you'd want to see come in?
The only thing I would say is more people, you know. I'd love to see more people from the industry here. But as far as like anything individually, I don't know that these guys do a great job. So I don't know if there's anything else, that they leave out.
You know, I'm glad you said that, because RTO World goes from city to city to city in different states. Now, not everybody can bring somebody because they might be out of state or it's a little bit too far. But talking about when RTO World lands in that state, Is that an encouragement to say, guys, if you're in the state of RTO World 2026, 2027, 2028, wherever that may land, Cleveland next year, should they bring their people? Will it change? Will it make a difference to the people that come to RTO World?
I think it's worth it, especially if you have regional managers and above. Even owner operators. Bring them with you. I think those 3 days, it's worth it. It's a small expense to get a large return out of it. Especially just learning and developing relationships that can help you. Because everybody, most of these guys, they're willing to help each other. We're all in the same fight. There's enough customers for everybody. Yeah. Some of us have more customers than other in different markets, but there's enough business for everybody. So everybody's willing to share their secret sauces.
So we are here at RTO World 2026 West Palm Beach with the titanium sponsors, Ashley Furniture, and I am here with the new face that we haven't seen around Rentone that much, but we're going to see a whole lot more of, Chase Pittman. Chase, you're on the scene now.
I am on the scene. I am Mr. Ashley.
And that puts you in the hot seat to answer some questions.
I'm down to answer some questions, Pete.
Now, let me ask you a question. As you set up a booth like this, what is the goal? I mean, are you trying to pull them in, throw them on top and say you got it? Or is Ashley everybody knows Ashley for everything that you guys do, including parts, the warranty and everything. Actually, I've heard before that somebody said Ashley's like a logistics company that just sells furniture because you do it that well.
They wouldn't be the first people to say that.
I know. So when you have a booth this big, what's the idea? Are you setting up so it look like somebody's home, pull them in and show what you can give the customers? How does that work?
Yeah, so we show at Furniture Market 4 times a year, twice in High Point, North Carolina, twice in Las Vegas. But a lot of our rent-owned customers only make it to 1 or 2 of those a year. So when we're picking product for this show or for the Trib Show in the spring, we're trying to pick stuff that's new that we brought out over the last year that our customers wouldn't have seen before, that we think would be really, really good for the rent-owned store and for the rent-owned customer. So we go through all the new introductions from the past year, try to pick stuff that's available now. Some of the stuff in the booth is going to be a sample that we specially made for the show. That's kind of the idea. Is we want it to be product that our customers would like, that they maybe haven't seen, that's shipping now, that they that they just haven't seen before. So that's kind of the idea.
What is a new classy lady on the showroom? What's something new that we haven't seen before?
So we've got this new, we call it a super group. It's up here in the front of the booth. But yeah, it's a 3 different colors, sofa love or sectional. We call it a super group because it's a great looking group that we think is going to do super.
Well, I tell you what. So Chase, I'm going to put you on the spot right now, and I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Ashley's a very big reason why we're here. Titanium sponsorship. How much does RTO mean to Ashley as an industry and what we do and how we affect the community? Ashley's always standing behind us. What do we mean to Ashley?
Yeah, I mean, Ashley looks at rent-to-own as a huge opportunity in the market going forward. We know that there's some customers out there who need access to really high quality product, but they don't have the ability to go out there and spend the money. And rent-to-own is a huge business partner for us to access that customer. We love our rent-to-own customers. A lot of our product is designed with rent-to-own customer in mind. We put a lot of quality features into our product that have been tested specifically because rent-to-own is such a big part of our business. Things that are going to make the product last. And that's been a big intentional push in our designs over the years to make sure that we've got product that is going to hold up to the unique rent-to-own life cycle. And it's honestly, we won't state any numbers, but it's a huge part of our business as well. We have some really, really large rent-to-own customers who we really value their business. So we love to be here, be the titanium sponsor, and be a part of this industry.
You hear that, guys? We're valuable to Ashley.
Oh, very valuable. Very valuable to me.
As much as they are to us. I'm going to ask you one last question. Since you're new to RTO, have you read the RTO Revolution book?
I have read most of the RTO Revolution.
We're not going to hold it against you.
I am a big reader. Not really my style. I'm more of a fantasy guy, but I have read most of it.
Well, we have an audiobook coming out just for you when you're riding around. And I'm going to tell you guys, come visit them at the booth and support our titanium sponsor at RTO World 2026. So I am here with Justin Burns. And listen, you guys got to understand, we met on the circuit and we keep meeting on the circuit. This guy is all over the place. One of the best men to come out of that part of the world. Listen, RTO is much better for knowing him. I want to know, Justin, when you come to events like this, okay, you come to the educational sessions, you come to the expo, what are you looking to get out of coming into RTO World 2026?
Everything I can milk everyone for. I want as much knowledge about everything. Being a newbie, it's I have the advantage. I have someone like the legend, David Davids. I have Dennis Adams, and then their friends and everyone else that I've met. But I feel like I'm catching up, and I'm new, and I'm an outsider. It's a strength.
He says that, and it's like his 3rd or 4th year that I know of. How long have you been doing this?
Yeah. Well, you're right. I think
he's like extended family. He's not outside. He's just extended family right now. A couple more years and you be at the table, baby.
Yeah, right. No, you got to earn it. So that's my belief. I'm just trying to, I'm like a sponge and ask questions, meet great people like you, and learn as much as possible. That's the best thing about these shows, and I tell even new hires that work for us that eventually would love to get them to come to these, because there's just so much great knowledge being passed around, and people that are really trying to push things forward, which is what we're trying to do as well.
So I was just talking to guys who have been together in the business for 40 years, one for 23, one for 18. And I wanted to get this from you because you've done it a little bit less. When did you decide that you wanted to go from this is what I do as a job to this is what I do as a career?
Well, I think like anything, it comes with a passion, right? We all have to find a passion in life, and depending on what industry you were in, you have to reinvent yourself. So what I liked about the opportunity of working for American Rental and joining the RTO industry was I like watching things grow. I like building things. I like solving problems. I think that's if I have anyone asking a question, I may not even be in my department, I'm going to get you that answer, or at least I'm going to get you in touch with the person that has the answer. So I think that's my passion, is just problem solving and trying to figure out how we can grow in every aspect of our company.
So true. As you're walking around RTO World, or you're walking the exhibit halls, what is something that you would recommend everybody needs to stop by and see for this show?
Well, definitely you, because I have listened to every single one of your episodes, because again, education, it's huge. I'm behind on the LEAP program. I'm going to give them a little shout out. I'm behind on that, but I'll catch up. I'm not even all the way through. I've been with the David crew, so we haven't even gotten through everywhere yet. So
there's a lot to get through. Guys, if you haven't seen it, there is rows and rows and rows of vendors that you want to see, because there's some great deals going on. And right now,
just smoking deals.
He's still over here trying to figure out all the smoking deals that they've got. Let me ask you a question. If there was one thing that you haven't seen here that you would like to see in the future of RTO World and APRO, what would you like to see? I see the wheels turning, but you know what my thought is? He is like my producer, Anthony, right behind the camera right now. Listen, these guys were born in entertainment and video production. Is it something? Is it a grand scheme where we can see like monumental national ads and people jumping off the ceiling? I mean, you tell me.
No, you know what? I think each year it gets better. I think what Charles is doing, and of course at Trib, what Dennis has been doing, is they're improving little by little, and I think that's key. I think if you go too far, then you reel them back in. So. I don't know. I think maybe some more coffee, and some coffee
coffee would be good.
But no,
listen, coffee by the water stations would be great.
But overall, I think just bigger teams. I think you start to see some the same faces. I think as our company, it'd be great to bring in some more district managers, some more store managers to get them involved. And that's something that we've kind of tasked our team with on this trip was. Let's bring back the knowledge, and last year we did a newsletter about our experience here, and we'll do it again this year and just pass the knowledge down.
So I'm glad you said that, because that was my last question. As you leave here with all the knowledge, you're seeing all the information, all of the vendors, all of the product. How do you delineate that to the guys back at the stores?
Little by little. I mean, obviously product-wise, they're going to get that from our buying team and Mr. David, and we'll pass it down. But as far as software, I mean, that's you're seeing crazy advancements, just from last year, this year, and what's happening with AI, which is obviously the trigger word, the word of the century right now.
That is the two letters that are hot right now.
But ultimately, I think it's just we need to go back to our team to kind of let them know, hey, we're doing things right. This is what the industry standard is, or here's what we need to improve on, or here's where we see things going. So there's always little nuggets. I like right now is meeting with Adam who bailed, but he's got some new things. They've got some new software coming out and some it just little by little. It's a lot.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
It is.
And listen, guys, I want you to know, Justin is one of the up-and-comers. You will see him from year to year to year because this is the future of rent-to-own, just like having coffee by the water stations. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you later.
All right, thanks, Pete.
RTO World, West Palm Beach, 2026. I'm with the almost too famous Michael Simoncini.
Too famous.
Too famous. How's it going, man? How are you enjoying the show so far?
Loving the show. Having a great time. Seeing a lot of great products. Educational breakouts yesterday were fantastic. So that was a great day spent doing that. And show's been great so far.
Now, I know you have done it in the past. When am I going to see you again in the future?
I wanted to pass the reins on to some other team members this year, so I gave them an opportunity. But maybe a meeting of the minds. We'll see.
Well,
I'd love to do it. I love to help our industry and share what I know and learn from others.
So, Mike, why don't you tell everybody, you are one of the guys that had you've had a rocket type of career, and because careers are important to us. You've just shot up. What is your actual current position now, and what did you start when you first came into RTO?
Yeah, so currently I'm the CEO for Blue Ocean Brands and Magic Rent.
Congratulations, by the way. That's high you earned.
Yes, appreciate it. Thank you. Part of it is I have to give obviously a ton of credit to Mr. Dan Fisher. When I joined the company, it was 11 years ago, came as a district manager in training, came from grocery retail, and worked for a large company that got bought out by a larger company, and kind of had to change career paths then. And so came aboard as a district manager, and I think some of the skills that I had with that kind of carried over, and then having Dan as a mentor to teach me the business and I think give me the space to learn and do what I did was, kind of what helped me on my trajectory, and him placing his trust in me and just kind of going from there. So
how big is it now that you're in this position? And I always see when Magic comes down to these type of events, you guys bring a crew.
We do, yeah.
How important is it to the crew that you bring to be able to see all of this?
I think it's huge in the sense of just the exposure it gives them to our industry and the way it works. I mean, it was one of the things that still sticks with me when I came to this industry, coming to a show like this and the way people share, because that was not what I was used to. We would go to industry shows in my past life and nobody talked to each other. You didn't share any ideas. It was
Don't talk to that guy. He's steal secrets.
Yeah, he'll steal your ideas, and he'll, And so I think just exposing them to this world and getting them to see kind of how our industry runs, some of the players in our industry, how they operate, and just learning. Right? It's all about learning and investing in your people. So it's time well spent, and it always turns into a great bonding experience for all of us too. We go out and have a good time and get to meet with other people that you get to see a couple times a year. So yeah, it's huge.
What's one of the shining things that you can say, I went to RTO World 2026 in West Palm Beach, and this is something that I took home with me?
There's a lot of things. I mean, Tissett's talk today, the 29 bullet points that he shared were as always, his talks are fantastic, and I'm scrambling to get all my notes down and do that then. But it was interesting because he commented about the one agreement customers and how you retain them now instead of losing them and try to chase them. And that's been a drum that we've been beating on the last couple of months within Magic.
I love the numbers that he shared because it puts in perspective what it means to do that now versus later, and actual percentages and real world numbers instead of saying this should be what you want to do. Let me show you exactly.
Here's why you'll want to do it.
And the why is so important.
Exactly. Yep.
Talking about the why, Mike, you had I'm just saying, in these last 11 years, you have really come to it. What is a book that you would recommend for somebody who's coming up in the RTO world to kind of get to where you are now?
The number one book when I get asked this or talk about this at our company meetings or manager meetings is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. Fantastic book. Not just for your career or your work, but just as a way to approach life and to accomplish things within life. That was probably, if there was one book I would pick that had the biggest impact on me, it would be that book then.
So I got to know, how many RTO Worlds have you come to?
Oh, boy. A lot.
A lot. Okay. So what is the craziest moment that you remember that you're like, man, that stood out in that one?
I probably can't talk about that.
What we can talk about on camera.
What happens at RTO World stays
I
at
gotta
RTO.
say, the push-ups thing, that got me today. I don't
Push-ups?
think I've seen the push-ups in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the gym this morning training just in case I got called upon to do some push-ups. But
Hey, Charles, in case you're listening, we were training for it, but we're not ready yet.
Yeah,
Just give us a little bit more time.
now I'm sore. I need a day of recovery to do that. But yeah, that was a cool, fun moment. I mean, there's been so many things through the years that I've seen and just been part of that have been awesome then. So, but yeah, that will probably stick out as a memory from this trip then for sure.
So coming as a CEO, what's something that you would tell somebody, this is what you should at least, if anything, at least take this with you from an RTO World?
I think, and this has been something that as I've been in the industry, I've gotten more and more comfortable with, but it is kind of what I was talking about with the relationships with people. And it can be a little uncomfortable sometimes when you see some of the folks that have been around for years and just kind of, you know, the level they're on or the prestige that they kind of carry, to talk to them and to reach out to them. But if you can make those bonds and have that network of people and support each other, I think that's the biggest thing you can do to help yourself and help your organization. So.
I absolutely agree. I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is the one industry you can walk with the Titans down every single row, and they will talk to you, they will explain to you, they will show you, and they will lead you to success every single time. Great talking with you, Mike.
You too,
And
Pete,
I will
as
see
always.
you guys at RTO World 2026.
Let's go.
Back here in the booth with buddies. Listen, we've talked to everybody. We've talked to Mike. We've talked to Mitchell, but we haven't talked to the ladies of Buddies. Listen, I've got Nina. I've got Teresa here. VPs, mind you. Always want you guys to know you're also watching this on the award-winning RTO Show podcast. And ladies, I wanted to talk to you a little bit because you have a unique view of what's going on. Not only has been there change and shift at the top, but you've still been the bedrock of what's going on in RTO, especially having it was 2 weeks ago that Buddies had its annual meeting. Yet you're still here.
We are. Yes.
So tell me, what do we see going on in 2027? What does the future look like for Buddies Home Furnishings?
Wow. What do you think, Nina? So our meeting theme was centered around like happy days ahead. We're celebrating our 65th anniversary, right?
Wow, 65 years.
It's huge, right? And we're still around. We had a rocky last 18 months, but new things on the horizon, acquisitions, new store purchases, new franchisees, right? Yeah. Opening up. Nina's bringing a lot more vendors to the sandbox to play.
We've opened up the vendor pool recently, so we've added a lot more new vendors to the list, as Teresa mentioned. I think the biggest takeaway for us is with the happy days ahead, and that's the fantastic theme that Teresa came up with for our show, by the way, is one of the things we keep saying is we're not looking in the rearview mirror.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So we are moving forward with Buddies Home Furnishings, and we're excited about that.
So VP of Operations.
Right.
What does that mean? If I'm coming aboard on Buddies Home Furnishings, what capacity am I going to see you?
You're going to see me in every department, pretty much: fleet, audit, compliance, service, customer service. Who am I missing? Training, and recently HR. So
oh, wow.
Lots of different departments. But I definitely want to continue to piggyback on the happy days ahead. We had our new owners, on site for this last meeting. They're amazing. They're pouring a lot more energy, capital, and just support into our business. So I'm really excited. I think we're on the precipice of building something really special. I would agree.
So since you're on the VP side of it, of operations, you see the guys directly.
I do.
How much does that influence them at the store level?
Huge. I think everybody left this meeting. Everybody comes to the meeting. We all get pumped up anytime you're at a meeting, right? You come back and you're like, oh my God, I'm ready to set the world on fire. But I think there was just a different energy. It was like this special energy after, everybody realized that all the ugly is in the rearview mirror. And now we're looking forward to a great future, building up this great company, right? 65 years. We want to exist 65 more.
So we're in RTO World 2026. We're kind of in your playground now. We're standing out here with all the wonderful furniture here. When you're buying for Buddies Home Furnishings, what are you looking for? What's something that catches your eye as a purchaser that says, I want that on a Buddies showroom?
So we do allow our franchisees some flexibility to decide what works for them. But as far as vendor pool, you try and find that niche for each and every vendor. So you want to build that relationships with each of them. So you want to make sure that they do something special from everyone else. Because if you have 10 people who do 10 same things, well, now it's just who can sell the cheapest to me. And that's not necessarily what we're looking for. We want to have that uniqueness in our stores and offer the flexibility for them to make their own decisions.
So then what are the hot items for Q4 that you see coming out of RTO World?
Coming out of RTO World or just in general?
In general, I mean, we're here now so that you see. I mean, you could have seen it 2 weeks ago in the Buddies meeting or beforehand. But what stands out to you as something that, I think Buddy should have this going into Q4 because this is really going to make a difference in how we gain customers and how we grow.
So I have the opportunities to attend different things such as furniture markets. So for example, in April, when we're going to the April furniture market, that's when we're really looking for the items that we're going to market in Q4. Okay. One of the biggest things, and I think everyone was surprised about this, is we saw florals making a comeback in the furniture world. And I actually did a TikTok video about it. I don't know if you saw it. Yep. But even when you see someone like an Ashley Furniture, they have brought florals back. If you're seeing it in Ashley, it's going to be mainstream.
Absolutely.
So I have to give my friend a compliment, though. At the Buddy Show, she had a vendor that brought something that we traditionally don't carry in our stores, which was immersive sound furniture that really looked like great looking furniture. It wasn't like this is home theater furniture. It's got a couple speakers tucked in. You would have never known that this was immersive sound furniture. And I think that was Soundstage, or no? Who was that?
It was a company called Couch.
That's who it was.
Oh, that one is Couch. Okay.
Couch with a K, yes. And to Teresa's point, yes, it was immersive sound, but
it was beautiful.
You can add a speaker, you can add a Bluetooth, but when you get that true immersive 5.1 sound in a piece of furniture, it makes a huge difference.
So on the front line, there have been 3 things that I hear people want.
Right.
One is a PS5.
Yes.
The second one is gaming computers.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And the third is the 2 letters that have been dominating this entire show, and that's A and I.
Yep.
So from a furniture standpoint, what from furniture has been dominating the show that you like to see? Is it just a print of floral, or is there something that stands out?
So, we've seen that corded fabric, right?
Yes.
They call it Mondo in some instances. We've seen that for the past few years. It keeps going.
Is that the seller that keeps giving?
Yes, we can make it in 1,000 different colors, and I think it's going to continue to sell. Everybody loves it. We thought
it's like
for sure
it's not going away. So yeah.
We thought for sure it would have a short lifespan, but it has far exceeded expectation. That is for sure.
So Teresa, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You've been to how many of these?
Oh my God.
Everyone?
Pretty much, and I've done these for other companies. So yeah, it's.
What's something of RTO World 2026 at West Palm Beach that you say that has been a highlight of this show?
Me.
My best friend. My best friend for life.
It's the company I keep. That's what it is.
You know what it is? I always enjoy the award ceremonies because we have so many deserving people that are in the industry, and we all wear different flags, right? You got people from Premier, you got people from Renaissance, you got people from Aaron's, but the RTO family is really truly a family. We see each other and we're wearing these different jerseys, and we run up and we hug each other, and we're happy to see each other, and we're happy to catch up. It's such an opportunity to catch up, and to talk about business, catch up on people's families. And the award ceremony for me was a highlight because there were so many deserving people, especially Talisha, my girl Talisha. I was in the back trying to hold back tears. I'm like, think about Skittles, think about puppies, think about something so that I don't cry, right? So I think all the winners and seeing that. And this is a really good show. I think they keep getting bigger and better, and it seems like attendance is up.
Yes.
So exciting.
Now that I'm sitting here with 2 VPs, did you guys get to attend the Women's Forum, and what did you think about it?
We did not. We had a call, and we did not. We intended.
That was the plan.
Yes, and we did not. But I will tell you, it is exciting to see more women in the industry. I've been here in the industry almost 33, 34 years now, I think, and there were a handful, if any, back then. So it's super exciting, and to have a VP standing next to me is great.
Yes.
2 VPs in a row.
Yes.
2 VPs. Yep. So if there's anything that you want somebody to take out of RTO World 2026, what would you say you would want them to get out of this?
Oh my gosh. I don't know that I would want to set anybody's expectation, but I'm going to tag along with something Teresa just said. We all do wear different flags here, but we all come with an open mind. And this has got to be the only industry that you see people sit down together, break bread, and share secrets.
Yes.
You know, there really are no secrets in this industry.
We know all your secrets, Charles. I'm just telling you right now. We know everything.
I think that would be probably what I would say from RTO World.
Agreed. I would say we keep saying our business, right? RTO is a relationship business, but it's between all of us. It's between the vendors. It's between our people back at the store, and it really is a relationship business. And I would say for everybody that's in RTO, keep doing it for our customers, man. I mean, they're the special people that make us really enjoy what we do, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So as we go into the close, what is a united message you want to come from Buddy's Home Furnishings? I got two VPs here. What's the united message going into 2027? Q4.
Better.
Buddies is better.
Buddies is
There you
Buddies
go.
is better.
Buddies is
That's
better.
it.
Yeah.
So, guys, RTO World 2026 West Palm Beach. You know what they say? Buddies is better. Catch you on the next one.
Thank you.
What an adventure. God, it was great to speak to everybody and get their thoughts on what's going on. Listen, we appreciate you taking this trip with us at the RTO Show podcast. Make sure that you go to the website, make sure you go online and see everything. That's thertoshowpodcast.com, or see all of this on YouTube. I'll tell you guys, we will catch you later.